Now imagine that, but in the air. So flying cars are becoming a thing now. When I was a kid, I used to think that flying cars would be the coolest thing to ever exist. Flying cars to me would have marked the moment that we officially entered the future. Almost every fictional depiction of the future featured these flying cars, as if something like this was always expected to happen. And now that that time has come, I only have one thing to say. Flying cars are probably the stupidest thing that we have ever thought of. Why for so long did we think flying cars were a good idea? I get it, on paper and in a perfect world, flying cars would be absolutely awesome, but in reality, something like this might not work. I don't think we're anywhere near ready for flying cars. At the very least, if you're getting a flying car, you would have to have taken 2 years worth of flying classes. Think about it, flying cars are nothing but smaller, light aircrafts. Driving normally on the road sucks already. We already deal with idiots on the road, now we have to deal with them in the sky. Now of course we already have planes and light aircrafts already, but it goes without saying that it takes years of study and dedication to know how to fly those aircrafts. To get your own driver's license, you have to take a couple tests and that's it. Now to give them a benefit of a doubt, I'm sure that they're aware of all this. I just wouldn't give flying cars to anyone willy-nilly. Got a feeling that maybe flying cars would be more of a privilege type of thing, but nonetheless, a lot has to happen before we can have flying cars in the air, like as a normal thing. Now I'm not saying flying cars can't work 100%, I believe we're still at least a decade away before things become commercially available to the masses. There are also such things as two-seated aircrafts, which act as the predecessor to flying cars. However, we still need to develop air traffic, make air driving schools a thing, but make them 10 times more extensive as regular driving classes, as well as developing a boogie load of new laws. But even then, I'm still not convinced that the majority of the population are ready for these death traps. I can only imagine myself driving home after a long day of work for only one of these things to fall out of the sky and crush me, all because the driver forgot to charge it last night. Anyways, that's all I really had to say about the matter. Not really much to say. I'm just a little concerned is all. As fast as these things are developing, I don't think we'll be using them for anytime soon. But still, the idea that flying cars will be a thing soon, while whimsical at first, if you really think about it, it's kind of scary. Who knows, maybe one day I'll be 70 years old, sitting in my rocking chair, shaking my fist up at the sky, complaining about how we used to drive on the roads and how driving in the sky is, you know, kind of dangerous or whatever. But that's just me. Anyways, that's really the end of the topic. However, that's not the end of the video. I kind of want to address the elephant in the room, and that being the lack of uploads. Now, I'm not going to sit here and tell you that it's burnout because I don't believe that's it. I haven't been on this platform long enough for that to be the case. While it's not out of the ordinary for people to upload at least a few videos a month, that really wasn't my plan for this channel. 2 videos a week was the original plan. My content would have been diverse enough to where I would have been able to do that and not get tired of making videos. In reality, I'm actually sitting on a handful of different scripts for different videos. I just never got around to doing them. I even thought that doing more videos like this would help me stay consistent, however that hasn't really been the case either. But as I'm sitting here making this video right now, I do feel like I want to do more. YouTube is definitely something that I want to keep doing. I just need better ways to apply myself, really. As you can see in the background, I have gameplay that's not Smash Brothers for once. But even then, the footage that you see was difficult trying to get. There are still some limitations, so I really need to invest in the capture card. Anyways, all of that just to say that stuff is still coming. I didn't want to mention anything about mental health because that seems to be the popular thing to do. But between work and personal life, as well as this YouTube channel, that is also something I have to take priority over. But that's really all I wanted to talk about. Take care and stay safe.